Life has a way of making you question yourself. Like, am I good enough?
What's my purpose?
When will my change come?
Is this really my life?
Trust me, I know. I've been there too, and I'm still navigating through some of those questions. Come join me here with Beauty Beyond the Chairs as I explore the when, where, how, and why of life's journey, and learn how to be beautifully fearless, embracing our flaws and learning to grow and be you fully fearless. Come have a seat with me.
Welcome back to Beauty Beyond the Chairs, the space where we talk life, love, growth, and everything in between. I'm your host, Shaquila Janae, and today's episode is one that's close to my heart. It's entitled, I'm Every Woman. Now, when you hear that title, you probably think of the song, the anthem of power and femininity. But today, I want to take you deeper, because being every woman is beautiful, but it's also heavy. It's layered, it's complicated, and it's real. So let's talk about it. The roles we carry. I am a mother, I'm a stylist, I'm a business owner, I'm a minister, I'm an instructor, I'm a life coach, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the youngest child in my family. I'm a woman who battles an autoimmune disease called lupus. I'm a woman who loves God, who's dating and waiting, who's fighting for her peace and her purpose. Being a single mother has been one of the most rewarding, most stretching roles of my life, for sure. There are days when I feel like I'm doing it all, and truthfully, some days I am. Running a household, building a business, showing up for clients, making sure my child feels loved and supported, all while managing my health and keeping myself from falling apart. But here's the thing. I don't do it perfectly, and neither do you. And that's okay. What roles are you carrying right now that nobody ever thanks you for? Take your time and think about it. The entrepreneur's fight. Now let's talk entrepreneurship. Being a stylist and a multi-business owner is not just about hair, teaching, coaching, inspiring, figuring out methods. It's about vision, consistency, and sacrifice. It's about showing up even when the bookings are low or the payouts go more into the business account than the personal account, even when the money's funny, even when you're tired. Like Kevin Hart, you know how my business, my checking, my savings and my checking. Yeah, my account's a little funny. People see the beauty in the chair, but they don't always see the behind the scenes, the sleepless nights, the risk, the second guessing. Let me tell you this. Every small win matters. Every client who leaves smiling, every goal checked off, every lesson learned, those are seeds. Don't despise the small beginnings. Because the fight to build something of your own is proof you're already stronger than you think. The silent struggle. Mental health. Now here's the part that often gets left out of the I'm every woman conversation. And that's mental health. It is so easy to keep pouring and pouring until your cup is bone dry. To be the strong friend, the strong sister, the strong mom, the strong boss, and forget that you're still human. You're still flesh and blood, girl. There were times when I smiled in the salon, encouraged everyone around me in my office space, encouraged others to meet the goals with the team calls, and then went home empty. Yeah, completely empty. My laughter was low, my joy felt distant, and my peace was thin. And I had to learn it's okay to say, I need help. It's okay to rest. It's okay to heal. But it's okay to embrace the fact that you need help. I don't know where we got off in this world where we just feel like we have to do it all. Like, I can carry the weight of the world. No, I need help. Come on over here. Catch this work. Because even the strongest woman needs a safe space to fall apart and rebuild. So let me ask you, are you caring for the woman underneath the titles? Like, are you appreciating the woman who stares back at you in the mirror? Or are you forgetting that she even exists and that the titles outweigh everything? Family dynamic. Being the youngest child in my family line has been a blessing, but it's also come with a lot of pressure. It meant watching the ones before me, learning from their successes and mistakes, and sometimes feeling like I had to prove myself. That I wasn't just the baby, but that I had a voice, a purpose, and a call. And for some of you listening, you've been fighting that same fight, trying to step out of the shadows and into your own light. So I ask, where do you feel the pressure to prove yourself? And what would it look like to release that today? Like, how amazing would that be? Love, dating, and waiting on God. Now let's get into love and dating, because that's a whole conversation by itself. Trust, I already know. Dating as a single mother and an entrepreneur is interesting, baby. Very interesting. You've got standards, you've got responsibilities, and you've got no time for games. But I'll be real with you. Waiting on God hasn't always been easy. There were moments I thought, Lord, did you forget about me? Did you forget about my heart? And don't get me wrong, because I've been proposed to 3 times. But each time, I just felt like, yeah, no. There was always something that just made me reevaluate the whole situation. Whether it was my kids not being comfortable, and that is number one to me. And a lot of people be like, oh no, you shouldn't be like that, because your kids, they're going to get older. They're going to create their own lives, and then they're going to be gone, and then you're going to be in an empty nest by yourself. Well, I would rather be at an empty nest by myself than to be in a nest with someone who makes my children uncomfortable. I'm sorry, they matter more. Or it just made me feel like you're trying to take everything away from me. Didn't want me to work, wanted me to be a stay-at-home mom, and who would not love to be a stay-at-home mom? I mean, I would, but I also want my own coins. I mean, yeah, I can cook, I can clean, I can make a house a home real quick. Like, I even remember working in a barbershop, and, there was a conversation of, to me and another one of the female barbers / stylists in there. And the question was, do you think you're wifey material? And my answer was no. Because all my life, I've always said that I'm never going to get married. And I've watched so many relationships and marriages just deplete from inconsistency, from infidelity, from lies. Like, I don't want that. That's always been me. I don't want that. So, I guess you could say I was shivering in my boots when the question was asked. And then when I was told, oh, you could stay home. Nah, I'm not wifey material. I'm good. I'm so good. But inside, I really wasn't good. Isaiah 40:31 reminds us, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Waiting isn't punishment, it's preparation. And maybe I missed my mark. Maybe out of those 3 proposals, maybe one of them really was my husband. But I didn't hear God say that. I didn't feel that. I felt pressured. I felt like their biological clock was ticking and they were running out of time, for one. And then the other one, I just felt like you're just wanting something to do. And then the other one, you were worried that, you were going to lose me. So you felt like that was the answer. And sis, let me remind you, you are worth the wait. I know, I'm worth the wait. I feel like I am. And I don't know, maybe I would be married now if patience was just a part of one of them. But it just always seemed to be a rushed situation. I know sometimes it feels lonely out here in these streets. Trust me, I know. Take the walk. It's okay. Trust me. Because sometimes choosing to take the walk alone is when you get to reflect and see the things that you didn't see the first time. And you get to process the situationship at your own pace. But most of all, you get to hear that voice that's sometimes screaming over the noise, but you just can't hear it because there's so much noise. Give yourself some grace. Just because so-and-so has a husband or a consistent something doesn't mean there's a peace in that. Straight up. It doesn't mean God is in that. I've listened to so many people be like, oh, I want a relationship like her. I want a relationship like him. Or I want a wife like, no. Let God be God and give you what it is that you need for you. If you're supposed to be a man's rib, trust and believe he's going to make you his rib. If she's supposed to be your rib, sir, trust and believe he's going to make her your rib. That rib does a lot. And some of us are just not built to be a rib for certain people. Don't mix match yourself just because such and such is doing it. I look and I see a lot of my friends, a lot of the people I went to school with who are married. Or either they've been married and now divorced. Because I know me, when I say I do, I really do. And I'm not trying to lose that. So I'm completely okay with taking myself out to dinner or lunch or breakfast or taking the walk around the park, just me and my headphones and the playlist, or simply sitting outside and enjoying the nightcap by myself. You are worth the wait. Don't rush a girl. Hey girl, it's time for chair talk. Now it's time for chair talk, where I share stories and questions from you, my listeners. This letter doesn't have a name on it, but we're gonna go with the flow, okay? Dear Shaquila, I'm tired. I'm a mom, I'm working, I'm building, and I feel like I'm failing at it all. How do I keep going? I've been invited on a few dates, but I can never accept the invitation because I'm either on the clock with work or with the kids, or I'm simply exhausted. I recently looked at my closet and screamed because even if I do accept, what am I going to wear? What about my hair? What about my nails? Men these days are so picky when it comes to the average woman. And I work so much, I don't really have time to maintain these things. And I've somewhat stayed away from the scene because I don't want to have sex. And most men will see a woman with kids and typically think, yeah, I'm a smash. Like, my ex and I have been separated for 5 years now. And out of these 5 years, I've been on not one date. Please help me. I don't even know where to begin. First of all, sis, breathe. Woosah. And know that it's okay. Secondly, you just keep going by giving yourself grace. You keep going by knowing that being tired doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human. You keep going by remembering that God's strength is made perfect in your weakness. And you keep going by reminding yourself, I'm not just surviving, I'm becoming. Being invited out on dates in this dating world can sometimes be confusing because, sir, what is your definition of a date? Are we going out to the movies, afternoon at the park, a quiet picnic, going to the art gallery, dinner, or you think I'm just coming over to your house or going to the club and then to the hotel afterwards? Because nah. What's your intentions? What's your intentions? What's your expectations? Be mindful in your dating, love, and waiting that you set the boundaries of the waiting. Yes, there are many who think because you have kids, how are you better? Yet, why are you suddenly practicing being abstinent? Or maybe you're not in the practice, but you have to value your worth as a woman. Clear the air immediately. Set the tone and the pace for boundaries. That will eliminate the invites that aren't so right for you. If a man is so concerned with how you present yourself when he clearly just invited you out on a date, did he not see you? Like, is it social media dating? That's something I cannot stand. Oh my God. Social media dating webs. That's just my personal preference. Let me see you in person. let me see you in person, sir. But if it's someone who's inviting you in person, they already see you, and obviously they see something in you that they desire. So, with that being said, just make sure that you know what the desire is. A man deserves attention, but maybe that type of man doesn't deserve your attention. You have been separated for 5 years. The number 5 means grace. What more can I say? But again, give yourself grace. Know who you are. Know what you desire. Know what you deserve. And be careful with speaking those things publicly, because what I have discovered with dating, sometimes we put out there on social media what we're looking for. I want a man who's consistent. I want a man who's got a job. I want a man who's faithful. I want a man who has a relationship with God. We put it out there on social media, what we're looking for. And here comes what I call a ghetto Picasso. And this image painted to be exactly the match of authentic that we're looking for. Like, pray about it. Trust that your Father will provide you with who you need. But while you pray, wait and date. Do the work. And make sure you're actually ready to date. That you're whole and healed from the last heartbreak. You're ready to explore newness without living presently in your past. I hope this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. Stay strong, sis, and trust yourself. But most of all, trust God. Before we close, I want to declare this over us. I am every woman God has called me to be. Not by comparison, but by purpose. I am whole. I am seen. I am equipped. And I am becoming. Lord, thank you for every woman listening today and every man. Strengthen her hands, calm her mind, heal her heart, and remind her that she is enough. Help her rest in you, wait on you, and rise with courage. Amen. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Beauty Beyond the Chairs. If today's message spoke to you, share it with another woman who needs a reminder that she's not alone. And don't forget to email me your chair talk letters at beyondthechairtalk@beautybeyondthechairs.com. Until next time, remember, you don't have to carry it all alone. Just walk boldly in the woman God created you to be. And remember, it's not on you, it's in you. And what's in you, they can never take away. I love y'all, whatever. Bye, y'all.